Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to more Baten Kaitos. I'm Sire Goku. I've done some level grinding off screen, trying to get everyone around level 30-ish. It's not... Actually, I think I loaded the wrong... I may have just loaded the wrong file here. Let me double check that. No, that's the correct file. Yeah, okay, I was trying my best to grind everyone up to at least level 30 before this point. Because, trust me, you're gonna want to be around that level before you start this dungeon. Let's see, I've switched up my deck a little bit, and I've also, as you can see, I've switched up my party a little. The boss that you're going to be coming up to in this next area, like I know I've been mentioning this boss a lot, but you really, I can't stress enough how much preparation you need for this boss. Now, as you can tell here, I've switched up mainly to... See, look at that combo. Over 1100 damage. Spirit number combos are going to be your best friend, especially for the next boss that you're going to be coming up against. I am not going to get over how annoying this boss can be for you. So you're going to want to get as much levels as you possibly can here. This is a point of no return, so if you come here and you're not prepared, you're going to regret it. There are no shops you can go to. Once you go on the Mindir, you're going to be warped directly to the next area of the game, and there's nothing you can do. So this area right here is the only place where you'll be able to level grind, so just keep that in mind. You can level grind, but only here, because once you come here, let's go after the Goldoba, Sire Goku. Once we're aboard the ship, we won't be able to come back for a while. We won't be able to go to the church either. We better make sure we're well prepared for this one. I'm all set. I made a separate save file, just in case something goes awry in this place. So, just to be safe, we're gonna be right. Jeez, poor Liud.
This is no time to cry, Liud. You gotta keep your head up and move on.
I can kind of see where Callus is coming from with this, but at the same time, I mean, he did just see his foster mother just, get killed by his own brother, who...
There's no turning back now.
Not only was it his own brother and sister tried to kill him. Cut him some slack, Callus, please. Oh, hello there. What are you three doing there? Now, I would have Liud in my party for this, because... Oh, hold on.
I see it. Let's move in close and get on.
And we've got these mini-bosses, this mini-boss here, which really is not that difficult at all. But see, look, watch this number combo here. be very aware of the spirit number combos. 600 damage right there. Number combos are going to be more important than ever in this particular area, especially for the boss that's going to be for this area. Just letting you guys know this right now. These guys can heal themselves, but they don't heal themselves for very much. So... 4, 5, 6. Booyah. And thankfully, Callus's card limit is 6, so he can get a 1 through 6 very easily and do over 1,000 damage to everything. That is going to become very, very, very important from now on. I mean, it's still important if you want to get through battles quickly, but this particular upcoming boss is infamous. For those of you that have played this game, me included, I have almost given up on this entire game for the boss of this area. And that's the last I'm going to say, because I'm realizing how often I'm talking about it and when I haven't even gotten to it yet. You're going to notice me only going for number combos and nothing else, for the most part.
Alright, let's go inside.
Sometimes it's better to just get like a big number combo than anything else. I'm gonna go for the ice. I'm gonna go for the crystal nails because it's gonna be better for me overall. I'm gonna stick that in Savina's deck as soon as I get a chance. But now we're finally on the battleship Goldoba. You know, they've been talking about this frickin' thing for the entire game, and we finally get to see it.
It's too quiet. Could Geldoblame really be on this ship? One way to find out, I guess. Let's head for the bridge.
Actually, the bridge is right there. We got some more enemies here, but of course it wouldn't be that easy to just kind of. It wouldn't be that easy. We can't just waltz right on in to find Geldoblame. There would be no dungeon. There's still going to be a dungeon for this area. We got these walkers. I'm not exactly sure what these things are called, actually. I think they're just called walkers. I could be completely wrong. Oh, I got nothing. That's the other. That is going to be one small problem with the way my deck is set up.
Use this.
Is that? Oh. Sorry, I had a video going in the background there. I thought I turned my sound off. I'll have to cut that out. In fact, I'm probably gonna. In fact, I'm probably going to cut the rest of this battle out because it's just taking a little longer. Yeah. See, I have a lot of good swords in Callus's deck here. The problem is, lots of them cost, like, you having to use specific. You have to use at least one card before you can actually use it.
Special attack.
which means you have to waste a turn using them. Not a big deal, but it's annoying when it comes to somebody's turn and they can't use an attack. These guys can use self-repair, but they don't even heal 100 damage, so... So what good is self-repair if it barely even heals 100? It's not worth it.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Force Ring Alpha. What does that do? Oh, it puts me to sleep. Oh well, not like Callus was going to get a chance to attack anyway. Okay, I'm probably going to cut that battle out, because we're going to see... most of the Empire's machines preserve useful information in their memory banks. Maybe we can find out something. Let's access the memory. 1342. It's probably some sort of password. We should write it down somewhere. I'll write it down when I get the chance. Or I'll just tell you what they are. I'm going to go into this fight, because I didn't get a chance to say jack squat about these guys, because I was a little bit overzealous on what I was doing.
Say cheese.
These walker guys are kind of irritating. They're not difficult, but they just take forever, and that's why I cut out that last battle, because I was just not getting it. I just wasn't talking. There wasn't much to say about them at that point, because I was concentrating too much on just killing them. So, yeah, these guys, they're good for grinding. The thing is, grinding doesn't matter in this area because you can't go back to the church like they said. So there's no reason to grind off of them, unless you're trying to get... Well, that's not necessarily true. There is reason to grind off of these guys, because they drop really good items. So if you want to... If you don't think your deck is fully suited up for this, you can always grind off of these guys for good card drops. But that's pretty much all they're here for, because there are no blue flowers on this entire map. So if you don't think you're ready for this, do like I did and save on a separate file, because there's no coming back. Thankfully, most of these enemies here are not very strong, so even if you're not getting too many levels or anything, it won't be that big of an issue to fight them. There we go. Yeah, sorry, my microphone is a little bit too close to there. Hopefully that doesn't peak it too much. But yes, and they also drop good weapons like Black Ash for Gibari. I am so grabbing that. This machine as well, and 1004. I'm not going to write them down, because I will just show you when you get it. I'll just tell you what all of the combinations are, because there are just... There's a lot of them, and it's better for you guys if I just ignore it for the most part. Now, this is Black Ash. See, they drop good weapons. Unfortunately, for the team that I'm going for this boss, I am not going to use Gibari. Although you can use Gibari, there's nothing saying you shouldn't. But, considering everyone on my team except for these four, or like, pretty much everyone in my party right now has over 100 attack, and I want to keep it that way. I'm not using them out of spite or something. It's not that I dislike certain characters. It's just this is the team I'm going with, because I've played this game multiple times before, and I know what's coming up. So... So, rather than risk doing something I'm going to regret by using a team that I'm not used to using for this boss battle, I'm just going to go with the team I'm used to using. Now, usually I do have Liud instead of Shella, but at this particular point, I've been using... Shella's a little bit better than Liud at this point. And from the way I do this battle, it's not a big deal. It's either... what you're going to want to have is at least one light elemental user. So it's either... For me, it's either going to be Shella or Liud. And... most of the time it's Liud, but from the way this playthrough's been going, this time it's Shella, because she just happens to be better at this point in the game. That's really the only reason why I'm using her over anybody else. And her attacks are better than Liud's anyway, so it's not like not using Liud is a bad thing. It all comes down to personal preference. That's just what I'm gonna say. God dang it, Force Ring Alpha. It just makes me go to sleep, and I don't want you... I want to be able to attack you!
Gotcha.
I would have used more attacks, but I actually want to get, you know, actual damage in. Callus, god dang it. There we go.
Is that all you got?
Light. Wind.
Almost done yet? Stupid walker thing. There we go. This ought to finish this thing. Oi.
So long. Special attack erupting cloud.
There we... No, it's... That's still not dead. Jesus Christ. Lame. Okay, I'm cutting that battle out because goddamn. But I got a Grace Shield. Awesome. Let's draw the information from this machine too. And 4653. Sorry if I'm skipping these a little too quickly, but I promise you I will... I promise you I will tell you every single password that is worth taking notes on. Now there is something I should probably do. I have a based on that last battle, Callus has a little too much armor in his deck, not enough attacks. So that's going to be a problem. So let's... My recommendation for building decks is pretty much every third or so card should be a weapon. What I try to do is have 3 weapons and 3 armors in a row. That way I'm not completely ruining my deck and I still have actual attacks. It's not easy to do that sometimes, but it's worth attempting at least. And we get another Grace Shield from this treasure chest. So yeah, Grace Shields are really good. And considering half the team can use them, pretty much want to give at least one of them to Callus and one of them to whoever else is in your party. So there. And you get a robe of firelight. I don't know why there's a robe of firelight inside this bed here, but it's there. It's very good armor for Shella, so we'll put that in Shella's deck and replace one of her crummy armors with it. Yeah, that'll do. And then here we are going to find a rainbow straw hat, which is another good armor. And sleet shawl, even more good armor. Get armors everywhere in this bitch. I mean, we get a lot of sleet shawls. I mean, more than you should probably have in this game. There we go. Now I'm going to do my best to try and avoid as many of these battles as possible. Not just for the sake of not making the video too terribly long, but for the sake of the fact that it just takes more time than needed to do these out of my videos to do these battles. So, I mean, this is a good spot to grind, don't get me wrong. But there's no point in grinding because you can't go back to the save flower anyway, so there's no point. Okay, let me check my notes here. Because I think there's more to... Okay, yeah, there's more to it than this. This is where you do... This is exactly where you need to be. This is a very small dungeon, so don't worry about getting too lost. Okay, this is where I wanted to go. Because there's more stuff in here. Crap. Be right back. And for beating those guys, you get a Sataka's sword, which is actually a really good really good sword for Callus. Let's see, 0819. I'm so sorry I'm skipping these, but trust me, most of these passwords you are not going to need, or you're not going to care for. So, but Sataka's sword, I think this is a Namco reference of some kind, like a Namco game reference. I could be wrong, but anyway, it's going in Callus's deck. But what to replace it with? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Put it there. Can I walk that? Thank you. And another Sataka's sword. Sweet. And rice paper, which is completely pointless. But that other Sataka's sword. Yeah, this paper is made from neutral plant fibers. Its use is varied because it's strong, durable, and breathes well. 33% chance of curing confusion and 33 resistance to confusion, but oh well. Yeah, you know what? I will put that in there. The Ray of Truth is very nice, but I need the attack more than the elemental. So, we will just ignore that and move on. Let's try this room here. Oh no, I was already here. What am I doing? Now this up here is where we need to be. I think there's more that we can find. Okay, let me think. Well, we can fight more enemies here and get more passwords. I just don't know if that's worth doing because I don't want to waste too much time going through here. So, let's go down this way. We'll explore more of the... Oh god, they are making more iron beetles. That's not going to be good for anybody. But there is a treasure down here that we want to get. Another crystal nails, which if you want to give that to Savina, or go ahead, because it's actually pretty dang useful, especially if you're going to be like me and use Savina for your party at this point. Let's see, trying to avoid as many guys as possible here. Okay, now we can go forward. Now I'm just going to show off every possible thing we can get. Bridge gate lock disarming system. Please enter the password. And the first password we're going to be doing, since I have it written down, let's see. 1, 3. For 2. Okay. Anti-aircraft intercept system activated. Goldoba main cannon ready. And this is just for lulz. It's just okay. We get to fire the Goldoba's cannon. Okay. I don't know if we actually killed anybody on the island from doing that, but oops. Sorry if we did. So let's try another password. What's the password? 0819. Supply system activated. Magnet supply has started. And we get an assassin's hood. Nice. What other things we got? Three, 2, 9, 1. Supply system activated. Magnet supply started. And you get a Viking helmet. There's a couple more that we can do. I think a couple of them involve getting into an actual fight with something. Yes. There's a combination 0429 and 1004, and that makes you fight walkers. And if you want to fire off the other cannon, you have 4694. But for the sake of the actual playthrough and not wasting too much more time, I'm going to do the actual password 46. What was it? 4632, I think it was. 4653. I'm sorry. 4, 6, 5, and 3. It's the same whenever you do this, so the password doesn't change. So you don't have to worry about that too much. But now that we've opened that, we've pretty much finished this entire dungeon. The only thing left to do now is actually go fight the boss, and okay. I am not looking forward to this at all. I'm kind of scared here. Oh, don't kill the mood walkers. I don't want to fight you yet. Hey.
Gotcha. Aqua first. Aqua first.
Oh well. After this battle, I think I'm going to cut it because I'm going to save this next section for another video because it's going to probably take the entirety of the video to do this next thing.
You don't have a chance.
Trust me, it's probably going to take an entire video to do this next boss fight.
Special attack. Burning